Sheep has not been coming to heat. These are most likely just scratch marks. Hello. You gonna be nice? Hey, it's your girl Andrea in her muddy, not mud, let's be honest, manure mess. Welcome back to my channel. Otherwise, if you're new, hello, welcome to the chaos. I started breeding cows and heifers this morning, so I bred 3 this morning at about 7 a.m. I just got on heat checking again. It's really windy outside, and also there's just a lot going on, so this will be a multi-day video where I'll kind of just show you the different pieces and put it together. There is 15 for me to breed at the like 6 o'clock-ish hour. Looks like another handful later, more towards 10, 11 at night. And then there's another group here that is starting to show that they're just gonna think about coming into heat, so they will be earlier tomorrow morning. So the fun is getting started, but I've been heat checking. There's my fancy sheet. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then we'll keep rolling with the party. So I'll be at this for the next like 48 hours. 36. Successfully AI'd the 3, so I proved to myself that I can do it. The first one, from me pulling semen out of the tank, putting it in the water bath, all the way to AIing and then pulling my sleeve off and turning the timer off, was right at 5 minutes. So not a bad thing at all, because you usually let the semen thaw for at least 30 to 45 seconds. It can be longer if you want, but that, I was impressed with myself. So yeah, it's like 4 o'clock. I am going to go breed a handful of them that came into heat a little bit earlier, so I can space it out to give my grip strength a little bit of a time to just like take a hot minute, because it is just so much of, you're literally holding a cervix like this through tissue from their rectum, so your hand just like eventually just quits, especially if it takes you a little bit longer to get them. So I have a couple that I'm gonna go grab first, do them, then go do chores, then do some more. See how it goes. See what happens. It's windy, so I'll try to talk to you when I'm not in the wind, because otherwise it's just not gonna work. They say on average that you'll see a cow stand once per hour. Well, some of them stand 4 times every minute. Some of them stand once. So that's why you watch for an hour 3 times a day, and then we have the heat patches to also help with that. So because if they're only mounted once or twice and it's not for enough pressure a long enough time, it's not going to be completely pink, so that helps me tell. But let's go have some fun, sort some cows. Hello. You gonna be nice? No. Can you try to eat me? So I've not gotten any footage of me breeding the 12 that I bred earlier, but now it's 11 p.m. and I'm breeding 6 or 7, I don't know, whoever's on the chute and in here. I sorted them out earlier. Waiting for my thaw bath to warm up. It just got a green light, so this actually gets it all in there. We'll talk about it tomorrow. It's just been chaos tonight, and I've just been like, what can I take off my plate? This was it. So now you know, but first year AI, and it was a big group, and it's just been a lot. So we'll dig into it, but here's your 11 p.m. update. Alright, so I'm out here, so I figured I'd kind of show you what I'm looking for. I have 11 or so. I'm going to breed at about 5 p.m. tonight, 6 p.m. And then there's some that are not coming into heat. They'll get GnRH, which we'll talk about, but I want to show you what the heat patches do. So you want to see them in standing heat, but when you see this completely pink, hello, they've been ridden a whole bunch. Hers is completely pink here as well. So you can see, here's a good comparison. This one's not very pink. This one's 100% pink. So she has not been coming to heat. These are most likely just scratch marks versus that completely pink. This one, not much at all. So there we go. And then I marked them with green if they were done, just to make it easier sorting. So this is day, oh man, Thursday at noon, Friday at noon, Saturday. This is like full 3. We're at 3 days now, 3 days out, so 72 hours. So anybody that does not come into heat, pretty much at this point now, they're going to also be sorted off tonight and get a GnRH shot, which is Fitagvocate. That's just kind of going to reset everything to hopefully help their body kind of restart the process to come into heat that the bull will get them. So I have bred 37 as of now. I will be pretty dang close to 50 of the 58 total. So most of them came into heat. The ones that are not coming into heat are two older cows, 2 heifers, and then the rest of them are what will be second calvers. So they calved for the first time this year. So not too shabby on the protocol there. I'll get some footage of me actually AIing hopefully later tonight. It's just been like so new to me that I've been a little overwhelmed, and I just like haven't wanted to record. I've wanted to just like jam out to music, breed, do my thing. I get 4 in a row that absolutely suck, and then I have 6 in a row that are so easy, it's ridiculous. So there's that. We'll talk about it. I definitely think heifers are 10 times better to breed than cows, but I think it's because of my hand size and the fact that I'm losing grip strength here. Go into AI. I'm going in rectally, and I'm feeling through the rectal wall, all of that tissue, trying to find the cervix. Their cervix, depending, if heifer sometimes like this long, and you'll feel like cartilage rings in it. It kind of feels like this part of your ear. Your goal is to get through all 3 rings just into the body, like the uterine body. You don't want to go into like an actual horn. You want to just be just past that 3rd one. So heifers have this nice little cervix that I can grip all the way. Really easy unless I have something weird going on. Like, I like them a lot. Cows, the older they get for the most part, they get really sloppy. Their cervix doesn't get as small anymore. So then we're talking like this point. And I'm trying to grip at the point that my arm's getting tired. My forearm is dead. They're pushing back on me, and it's so squishy and sloppy that it's really hard to hold on to. So you kind of push it against the pelvis if you can. And if they are nice enough to not be like pushing at you a whole bunch, you can get it. But some of these jerks, man, and there was one heifer that had a very weird cervix. Like, it was like, whoop. So I did not get her, and I was like, well, we'll see if the bull gets her. So we don't know if she's ever, we don't know if she's gonna breed. She's never been pregnant, right? So we'll see, but I'm gonna go chillax for a bit, for 5 hours, and then be back at it. Before we started AIing, I had to get this fellow, this is Ed, the one that we trimmed the foot on. He's got the hoof block on. We had to get him out of the area where I'm breeding because, you know, he's like, hey, I'll do it, they're in heat. In the very first cow I bred, I brought her out with him afterwards just so he had a friend. She's got a baby, obviously, too. That's Blue. Pooping in my video. Nice, Ed. Just to make sure he was good to go. Had a friend, and then she ran around like an idiot out here for like 5 hours yesterday. And then I watched finally out of our house, and all of a sudden she was like, oh, I can eat. That's why it's really important when you've had heifers that have been dry lotted, they haven't been on pasture, they don't have like grazing behavior. It's really important that you move them very, 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 very quickly after you AI. You don't want to wait like a week. You honestly want to do it in a couple of days. So all of those 2,400 numbers essentially that were first calf heifers this year will be moved out tomorrow likely. That way they hopefully hold on to the babies they're carrying if I was actually going in the right spot and the, you know, sperm finds the egg and makes a little baby. So I will have a pasture full of ladies tomorrow. Not probably quite full, but pretty full. So they're locked in the hill. They can't go to the rest of the pasture, so they're just up front where there's good grass, and she respects fence and the calf respected fence, and it was all good to go. All right. So this is Hook's Eagle going into one of my cows, 2402. That took 7.5 minutes with thongs, so about 6.5 minutes in her. She had a little bit of a curve in her cervix. Not my favorite there. Quicker. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm gonna go through your list one here. I got them all. Okay, so this is a cow from simmental. She is a high road, CBHR high road daughter. She's a little too closely legged for the baby she throws, in my opinion. And I want to back off just a little bit on that, so we're going to fix that with Black Hawk. See what happens. Ended on a good note. Done did it, folks. I bred 49. No. Yes. I will breed 49 tonight. 47 so far. 49 tonight. So, oh, my phone camera was nice and dirty there, but so am I. Also, a little side note. Aggear launched new pants that are waterproof, stretchy, breathable, etc. I got peed on yesterday. I didn't get wet at all. So like, I like them. I've been wearing them all 3 days, which is probably kind of gross, but I'm literally just full of poop and pee and nasty stuff. So it is what it is. And sweat now. And I really like them. So Dad's been wearing them too. It's a little tidbit there. So I'll breed 2 more later tonight. Probably, I don't know. Mom and I will probably sort them out before dark, and then I'll do them shortly after dark, as well as probably the GNRH shots maybe. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But my hand currently is like numb, so it's a good thing we're almost done. It's poop on my hand. Nice. I'm so dirty and tired, but having fun now, so it's a better mood when it's going better. Got my drugs here. I'm not flipping you off, I'm just holding the thing. Gotta put gloves on to actually handle this because once again it's hormones, and this is our hormone syringe that we use for only hormones. Get this done, go sit for a bit. The mare left this morning to go be bred, so no more cute baby videos for a little while. Chubbies are chubby. It was definitely warmer today, no breeze, so everyone's a little huffy puffy, but 'tis be the weather, and it's been nice and not rainy since I started AIing, which has been glorious. The mud is drying and it's fantastic. One calf. Just a little tail wagging. Boss cat's gonna go in the office. Look at that, a little white tip on your tail. What a cutie. All right, definitely dark out. The bugs are out, the light's driving me nuts behind my head. So Sorry about the lighting. Wow, okay, we're just gonna do this and you guys can't see me as well, but I'm gonna go breed 769 and 2301. So one of them is like a, she's probably almost 10-year-old cow now. Yeah, she's 10. And so we'll see how that goes. See how massive her cervix is, if I can grip it. At least my hands had a little bit of a break. And then 2401, which is one of Nathan and I's cows. She was the first calf ever this year. So hopefully she's easy peasy. So I'll walk you through this time what I'm doing. Showing you the best I can while I'm multitasking. And we'll talk about some stuff, wrap up this video, and then tomorrow we're gonna move some pairs out, so you'll see another one. But let's go have some fun. All right, first and foremost, I gotta plug my water bath back in once. This is set to get the water to the right temperature that we need. That like 96, 97, 98 degree range, pretty much human temp. For proper thawing. And then I'm gonna get all my stuff ready. This will take a little bit to warm up. We'll go get them. They're stuck in the alleyway once. I'll wait for this to shift from red to green. That'll tell me when it's ready. It's getting close. I can feel it. And then we have all our supplies. Chalk. I was chalking anybody that was done. Lube, gloves, straws, gun, messy notes. Here's my list of who's going where pasture-wise and who they're being bred to, and then when I bred, as well as in here. These were sorting lists, all the things. Tank. Ooh, my fingers. Want to keep the straws below the frost line as much as you can, and it's 7 seconds is your rule above that. After that, like, you're at an issue of causing sperm to not have good days. The goal is to keep everything right around body temp, which is why I throw it in here. You can get gum warmers, but they're a little expensive, and this works really well. And then you wait at least 30 seconds. I like the 45-second range of keeping the straw semen in the bath. Dry it off, keep it out of sunlight, not so bad right now. And then I cut between the crimped end, fingers hurt, and where the semen is, there's usually a bubble, sometimes you have to flick. And then you go into the straw, so the cut end is going to be at the very end. And then into, and we're ready. Get back in. Take this to wipe vulva. Take some lube. Gosh, have you not pooped in like 4 days? Change gloves because I am full of poop. I was hoping she would be fairly easy, being she's a 2-year-old that has only had a calf once in her life. Her cervix was thought to be smaller than it was, but it was like that, and then you're trying to hold something rough. But she's done. Where you cut right there. First round, AI, done. The next group is in the barn. So AI in the barn with arrowquip. Way better, but it wasn't worth having gates set up for 3 times a day breeding with the mud and where the bulls were at in their temporary pen. We have them on concrete now, which is in the alleyway. And yeah, this just worked where it was at, so I survived. Not so bad, because even if I go in the head gate, I put a bar behind him and we're good. So definitely prefer the arrowquip though over this whole thing. Come on, go find your baby. Okay, leave this here for the night. I'll just move it in the morning when we come get the rest of the stuff. I don't have to worry about going all the way back there. Got everything out of there. Dumped that out. Got this to come with me just so it doesn't end up lost. And we out. Dang. Does this feel good? Ha. I am feeling way better about this than I was when I started this vlog. So it was just so busy right in the beginning and I was just overwhelmed and it wasn't as easy as it is now, quote unquote. Not that it's always easy, but I was struggling and just like exhausted and I was by myself and mom was gone and all the things. So I put a lot of pressure on myself, especially doing a big group and just in general, like that's who I am as a human. High vulnerable here. So when I was struggling and I'd have, you know, a handful in a row that would just kick my butt or I wouldn't get, it was really mentally frustrating. And it started getting better and I started to feel better about it. So definitely growing pains here, but we share the real and raw as I'm full of manure as always. But I'm gonna go shower, wash my hair. Like I said, the next vlog, you'll see us moving some pairs to pasture, some of that stuff. And then I go to Oklahoma to speak coming up, so I will be gone, but right before I leave, we're gonna put CIDRs in another pen of cows. Anyways, I know I probably missed something. Yeah, we have more to do, so I can dive in deeper into anything that you have questions on. Let me know in the comments. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to hang out with me more often with the shenanigans and the real and raw. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. I feel like if you watch my channel long enough, you know that. People are always like, oh, I feel like you show how easy it is. Like it's hard. Like I was almost in tears Friday morning and night a little bit. So, but anyways, till next time, we'll see you then. I should probably shut the lights off so Dad's not like, you left all the lights on. 1, 2, stay off. All right.